What's cracking? It's your favorite day of the week.
That's right.
And that's because you got the hottest set of twins, Queen Reese and Sueda Pro, always giving you that motivation and that inspiration. So congratulations on tapping in. Hey, it's time to tap in. Yeah, it's time to tap in. Yeah, it's time to tap in. Tap in with the twins right now. It's time to tap in. Yes, sir. It's time to tap in. We back. Tap in. Tap in with your twins right now. Yeah, 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 yeah. We back. All right, what's up, y'all? What's up? Listen, twins.
What's up, twin?
What you call me?
Everything but your name.
Listen, it's been a minute. Y'all see our new setup, right?
Man.
We got a new spot. We got an in-home studio.
Yes.
So we'll be able to do our own recordings and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Twin, how long has it been? First of all, excuse my voice, right?
Yeah.
I had a brunch I was hosting this past weekend, so my voice is a little raspy. Had a hell of a time.
Yeah.
I did. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But, twin,
Your voice speaks for it, though.
how long has it been?
Man, it's
Since
been
our last episode, which
been
was
too
episode
long.
12.
That's
right?
all I know. It's been too long. I'm sure y'all agree. It's been too long. But it's been exciting. We've had a lot of good things.
A lot of updates.
Yes, a lot of updates. And we've been working, so that's the good part.
We've been pretty busy. We have
for y'all.
So where do we start? We really got a lot to talk about. We're gonna have to pace this. And make sure we elaborate and really break things down to detail. So I guess I'll start out right with my most recent
talk about
accomplishment. So I franchise. A lot of you know I franchise the business, which means that pretty much anybody in the world can open an Encore Salon Suites. Of course, you have to be qualified, but if you have the funds and you qualify, you can be the 100% full owner of your own Encore Salon Suites. We train you. You pay us a small royalty fee, and you have that ongoing support forever. So you will always be a part of the family. You'll never deal with anything alone. So it's a really dope situation, and that's pretty much the advantage of franchising, is that you get to partner with someone who is experienced, who has the blueprint, who has made the mistakes, and takes a huge load off of you. So
absolutely,
for a small fee, right? So I did that like right before the pandemic, I think. So of course people were a little hesitant to invest, and still are, due to the pandemic, and everything's just kind of all over the place. People don't really know what to expect in the future. So again, people are a little hesitant to invest. But I was able to close my first franchise deal, and it happened to be a 3-unit deal. So what that means is that the investors purchased 3 units. So they purchased one of my existing units, and then they're going to open 2 more locations. And we have a schedule on when they have to open those 2 locations. So they'll fully own and operate 3 locations. We transition one of our corporate locations to a franchise to include that in their deal. And sometimes that's what, a lot of times, that's actually what they do in franchising. They will sell a unit and transition it to a franchise if you promise or if you guarantee that you're going to open additional units. So that's what I did, and that's the only reason I considered transitioning it. I didn't really need to, didn't really want to initially, but once I saw the bigger picture and understood, how it can help the business grow and scale, I decided to do it. And it's been a great decision. I think it's going to be a great kickoff for our franchise, and we're going to try to build off the momentum. I've been doing a lot of interviews and stuff too. I have. That's another thing.
I just want to pause for a quick second, because she be talking about this like this is just everyday shit people do. I just want to run it back. I just want to make sure y'all understand and comprehend what my twin said. Okay, she got her first franchise, her first 3-unit franchise deal, might I add, on her own, might I add, as a young Black African American woman who's started this whole empire on her own from scratch, starting off as a barber. And, really this whole story is for a whole nother episode, is for a whole documentary, to be completely honest. But there's so much more behind just all the blood, sweat, and tears, and just the mastermind behind the way she comes up with it, and how she executed, and how she every year elevated her business, again, starting off from a barber to partnering with a salon, to Salon Suites, to multiple, to now a franchise. Like, what? If that doesn't tell you that the sky is the limit, and that you really can achieve anything if you really put your mind to it and really go out there and get it. Because again, she did this with no guidance. She didn't have no blueprint. She didn't know nobody that did it before her. So I just want to elaborate on that and just let you know how mother effing proud of you I am. And I'm sorry, but I am just uber proud. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are just so intelligent. You're so just everything about you is so awesome. And you always try to, bring people with you, which is awesome too. But I think you should also just share with them like what what made you even want to franchise? Like, what are the benefits of franchising? Like, what led you down that path? Like,
got you, absolutely. Well, thank you, Twin. Twin always reminds me of how
She be forgetting.
awesome I am, and it's just so dope to have that support system for real. So,
Absolutely.
like I mentioned, the advantages to franchising is, you get that blueprint, you get that experienced team of ongoing support, and that's really the biggest thing. You don't have to go out there and learn everything and make all the mistakes by yourself, because it's costly and it's stressful.
And I'm talking about more so what made you decide to.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Got you. Yep. So that's a really good question, right? And that's crazy you said that, because I was actually about to explain that
Okay,
anyway.
I got you.
Because it's a dope point, right? So really, it was what's his name? They used to sell the salmon sliders. Isaac.
Sliders?
He
Okay.
used to come through the salon and sell the salmon sliders. You remember?
I don't, but I do remember that it was some
Okay.
guy that had mentioned it to you.
Right. So one day he just hit me up on Instagram like, hey, call me. I got an idea. So I hit him up and he was like, look, you should franchise. Like, you should really franchise the business. And I'm like, what? Like, I honestly had never thought about it before then. I was like, I'm going to just open, like 4 or 5 corporate locations. But I didn't think about franchising. I didn't think I was big enough. I thought you had to have like a certain amount of locations or be generating a certain amount of money. So I just didn't think I was in that league, believe it or not, right? So that's the first mistake, to be thinking I'm out of the league without even knowing for a fact,
Exactly.
right? I made that assumption. But the beautiful thing was that I had somebody around me that saw that bigger vision for me and brought it to my attention. And I looked into it and then I executed. And it was one of the best decisions I've made so far for my business. So that's why it's important to make sure you are surrounding yourself and associating yourself with people that have like-minded goals and things like that. You know what I mean? That are positive people that just believe in you and support you and
Yes.
can bring new ideas to you. Like, it's so important. You don't want to be around people that think your dreams are too big or always just got something negative to say. You know what I mean? You want those people that believe in you sometimes more than you believe in yourself, really. So I really appreciate Isaac bringing that to my attention and believing in me and saying, look, you can do this. And I'm doing it. And I actually, because even after I did it, I was like, is somebody really going to buy into this? And then, so not only did they buy into it once, they bought into it 3 times.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
awesome.
that's lit. Like, sometimes
Yes.
people buy like 20 franchises at once. And so they don't actually open all of them at the same time. They schedule it out. So it'd be like, maybe open 1 a year or 2 a year or something like that. But they pay all the franchise fees up front for all 20. So super
Nice.
dope deals. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to expand outside of Georgia. These first franchisees are actually going to stay in Georgia. But I am excited to find some franchisees outside of Georgia, excuse me, and continue to just grow the business. So
Right.
that's pretty much what I'm focusing on right now, the franchise side of things. Twin is kind of handling more the operations side of just Encore in general.
Right. We could talk about that too.
Yeah. Yep.
Darn, something I was going to say slipped my mind. It'll come back to me though. Oh, I just want to say that with the franchise deal, just how they say that, that is one of the hardest to get is that
first
first
one.
one. So
Yep.
just know that it's only up from here. And like she
Yep.
said, expanding out of Georgia and out of the country, like Encore is going to be worldwide without a doubt. So stay tuned. If you don't know, now you know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so just speaking of my part in Encore Salon Suites, or the role that I play rather, some of you may know, because I know we've briefly talked about it, that I am now officially the president of Encore Salon Suites. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, congratulations.
and as some of you know, I was transitioning from the corporate world. I actually just officially put my notice in last week. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about that.
Because that's a brave thing to do. People are scared
It
to
is.
leave a job like that just has that guaranteed pay, the benefits, all that type of stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I first of all, let me just say, like, you interrupted me there. I appreciate you, because I know you always acknowledge how much I believe in you. But you obviously believe in me and my business to even take this big leap. So I just appreciate you for believing in us like that. Me and
Without a
Encore.
doubt. Yeah.
For believing in us and taking that leap of faith, because that means you really trust the situation, you see the future
Absolutely.
with us, and I just really thank you for that.
I got you, my baby. Yes.
But yeah, talk to them about that. Talk to them, because that's big. That's why a lot of people don't transition into entrepreneurship. That's why a lot of people feel trapped in their job, because they don't want to leave the benefits and the guaranteed pay, and they're just scared to take that risk.
Yes.
Life is all about taking risks, though, if you really want to grow. But yeah, Twin, elaborate on
Yeah, I
that.
think that, first of all, it just starts with the plan. So it's not to go and just feel like you know, the motivation you get from this video or any other videos is to just go quit your job right now or tomorrow or anything like that. It's to have a plan, because ultimately, you know, you want to use the job as a stepping stone and as a financial, you know, using it as financial support to ultimately get where you want to go and do what it is that you want to do. So for me, for example, I was just using it as a stepping stone as we transition, and I transitioned into the Encore role. You know, I used it to take care of what I needed to until my time was up. So there's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. Just make sure, again, you have an exit plan, and don't give yourself every reason in the world why not to, you know, because we get used to that guaranteed check. You know, we know the exact amount we're getting. We know when we're getting it. We know the insurance. We know how we're covered with insurance. We know what our, expectations are for the most part. You know, it's not like it varies drastically when you have a role in those in the corporate world versus being an entrepreneur, where things can just kind of be a little bit more just all over the place. And it's just like, you can't let those things stop you, because, you know, it really can. You can get comfortable in that pay. You can get comfortable just with all of that and be scared to leap out, but you can't think of that. You have to just have the strength to just jump out on faith and believe. Insurance, I had to tell myself, like, why am I even so worried about insurance? To be honest with you, I could count on one hand the amount of times I actually use my insurance. You know, fortunately, I am healthy. Now, I know that not everybody can say that, so I do understand those that may need it a little bit more, but there are a lot of different resources. There are companies such as Aflac and things like that offer insurance for those that are self-employed. So there are ways to do it
for reasonable rates
and with reasonable coverage. Even the pay, you know, you'll eventually surpass that pay if you really put in the effort and the work that you need to get where you want to go. That pay will be nothing to you. Even on your slow, quote unquote, slow days as an entrepreneur will still outweigh those days, knowing that you're working for yourself or for whatever company it is that you choose to work for, and that you're having a little bit of flexibility and a life work balance that sometimes these corporate jobs don't give you is priceless, you know? So I just want to say, for anybody who's struggling with how to transition, and if they want to, you know, again, it's to each his own. Not everybody desires to be an entrepreneur. So if you're comfortable in your 9-to-5, and I say that hesitantly, because again, sometimes that's the problem, is you're comfortable in the 9-to-5. But if you just, for whatever reason, feel like entrepreneurship is not for you, whatever. But if so, jump out on that leap of faith and just have a plan, execute it, just be smart, use that job to the however much you need to use it. Look at it as a side hustle. You know, when you come home from that job, just commit to 30 minutes to an hour a day to contribute to what it is you really want to do, so that you can't leave it. Because if you let the job drain you and you get home and you're tired all the time, you're not going to ever want to do nothing to ultimately get you out of that. So just keep pushing. There's a lot of resources. Just do it. Believe in yourself and make it happen. So
the plan is the key. The plan is the key, because a lot of people just
quit
off emotion. You go have a bad day and you quit, and then you say, now I'm gonna figure it out.
Right.
Do not do that.
Yes.
Have a plan and stick to your plan. Like, that really is the most comfortable way,
right,
and the safest way to transition. Now, not guaranteed that stuff is just gonna be perfect, but you have a better chance if you have a plan. For
exactly.
Sure. So,
you
know, go ahead.
It doesn't have to be a 5-day plan. It's not gonna be. It can be a 6-month. It might be a year plan. You know, don't keep getting caught up in what everybody else doing and expecting it to happen overnight. Your timing is your timing. Plan it out. You know, I had to move away, if you really know, for a year and really plan this out. It took me a couple years to really make this full transition, to be honest. I had to get myself in the right place and really prepare for it, and get me right in a lot of different areas. So get yourself together. Don't rush it. Just as long as you're working towards it and putting forth some effort every day, you will eventually get there. I can promise you that. So
some people gonna say, well, you know what? It's your twin. It's your sister. You know, it was easier for you to make that transition. You know, Sway gonna take care of you. But twin is very independent. I don't take care of twin. Twin does shit for me too. You know what I mean? So like, just speak on that, like, and how you really felt just
absolutely
really making that transition, because it's pros and cons to me being her sister too. Absolutely. You know, it ain't just all pros to it. So
yeah, let me try to keep it short and sweet. You know, I definitely had mixed emotions at one point, to be honest, and it was because I was trying to decide just what my role exactly would be. I knew I would be president, but just trying to fully understand what contribution I would really be bringing, and just working with my twin in that capacity. You know, we work together as artists and things like that, but as far as one boss to the next boss, because we both are bosses, you know, so me coming in kind of into something that she created and she founded, I just wanted to make sure that if I was going to do it, that I came correctly. I wanted to make sure I understood how to work with my twin, because we are different in some areas, you know, which truly is benefiting us because we're learning from each other.
is.
But we have different work ethics in some sense. And because we come from different backgrounds and different, you know, types of work, so it all makes sense. But I had to just really think about it, make sure it made sense for me, honestly. And ultimately, I just ended up being excited about it. Not only I had to think about the work ethic that I put into the corporate world, and you know, and I just was like, what better way and what better person or place or company to be doing that for than my twins, you know? And some people can say, well, yeah, I can do it for my own. And yeah, I can. I have businesses. I've done businesses before, but that's the problem. I think sometimes with us is that we don't never want to work together and partner to do things. And when I tell you, I am truly honored to be the president. I don't have to be in the forefront. I don't have to walk around here screaming I own it and that I, you know, feel no type of way because I didn't start it or feel no type of way if I'm not getting the same thing she getting. At the end of the day, it's enough money for all of us. I'm gonna eat regardless. You know, that's the fact. And what better way to eat steak and potatoes than with my twin? You know what I'm saying? Like,
because we gonna eat.
But, you know, you also have to remember when you transition into entrepreneurship, it really does take discipline because I can't get too comfortable just because it's my twin and feel like I don't got to do shit and I can just wake up and do what I want to and have no type of structure, no type of work ethic. It still requires you to really put forth that same work ethic that we put forth for these other companies. Mm-hmm. Think about it. We bust our ass for these other companies. We really do our best to make sure we perform well. They don't have nothing to say. We can get the best scores and all of that. So make sure you just have that same drive, effort, and determination in your business, your family's business, whatever it is that you do. Make sure you transition that over into your entrepreneurship. Otherwise, you can get caught up in it and it slip out your hands and fall apart. You know, so it still requires you to be on point, you know, and be sharp with your shit. So
do you feel like what are some cons? Do you feel like because we're twins that it's a little extra pressure?
Definitely a little bit, but I actually appreciate the pressure, I guess, because I know that I got you. So I'm at peace with that for the most part. Like I know that even if I don't know something, I'm gonna figure it out. That's not to say I'm not gonna never fuck up. Like I'm human, you know, so I might have to learn from fucking up. I might have to, you know, it is what it is, but I'm at peace knowing that I'm gonna do my best. And even when I make a mistake, I'm gonna do my best to get through it and learn from it. So, and I'm at peace knowing that I know my twin understands that and has that type of mentality. So, you know, but the cons I would say, you know, was just learning to work with you because, you know, you are different. You do have a different work ethic and not making the disagreements or whatever it is, for lack of a better word, turn into an argument or turn into, you know, because I know, you know, it's like this her shit. She been doing it. I'm new to it and I'm coming in like, so what, you know, so what you doing this for? And so why you not? And she probably looking at me like, bitch, I've been doing this for 20 years. Like, what you know?
Not really. So, I was excited to hear some new shit. I was excited to hear some new ideas and because I knew I could grow. I was like, I know another set of eyes on this. Facts. Don't change the game. So, but that has been pretty much our only challenge is just working together in this capacity for the first time because it's a serious business. It ain't like us artists out here trying to get a deal. Like we really established already. So
business is up and running full time. So we got to keep it flowing. So it was just learning each other, which ultimately has brought us so much more together. Yeah, it's made us understand each other and ourselves. I know I can definitely say it's made me just so much more aware of myself, just as a woman, just as a boss, as an entrepreneur, as a leader, as a partner, just everything. So I'm appreciative for it, even though, you know, it was a little
bumpy at first. I was like, dang, it's gonna be like this.
The body slammed out.
You know, it never got crazy. We just, it would just be a little tension, like, you know, and like she said, though, we both learned a lot about ourselves because I definitely learned a lot about myself and how I can come off or be perceived, you know, and just learning how to work with each other because that's important. Like you gotta be a team player. Like two people who just headstrong and not you know, open to the other person's opinions and stuff, and y'all not gonna work it out. So you gotta kind of just
that's the advice
I would say. Humble yourself, but you gotta just. Well, I definitely kind of had to in a sense, like being an owner. I don't know if I'm using the right word, but I had to kind of just step back and say, okay, like stop, listen. Yes, you are the founder. Yes, you started it, but like I said before, I know I can grow. So just hear it out. Don't be so quick to reject it or whatever. But I love that it really has made our bond stronger. Like that's what I really love about it. Like, and so we're only going to just be that much more of a power duo. You know what I mean? So
yes, we done tried a bunch of other stuff. So now this is
different.
The one, I think, you know. So any advice to anybody, you know, again, y'all don't hesitate to partner. Don't feel like it has to, everybody, I know everybody want to be a boss. Understand that I'm still a boss regardless. I'm a boss regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't no title define me, you know? So don't get caught up in that either. You know, at the end of the day, it's really ultimately a partnership. Like, yeah, my twin started it. Yeah, it's her stuff. But again, I do it with honor. So don't get caught up in feeling like one has to be, you know, partner, team up. You can get so much further when two brains come together and really, just really come together. You know, you can get so much more further, and again, in the midst of that, learning how to work with somebody, because I know that's different. We all think we know what we know. We all think we got the answer. So just learning to be understanding, to learning to listen, to learn, and to just grow together. It could really be something so amazing.
Absolutely. I saw something that said, I hope I say this right. It said, would you rather 10% of 10 million or 100% of 10,000? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna take that 10% of that.
Exactly. I'm gonna take that 10% of that 10 million all day. I don't care about saying I'm the 100% owner. You know what I mean? Because I'm making more money than that other owner who's getting 100% of that 10,000. You feel me? So it definitely takes the right person. So I've had partners too, and I'm excited to continue to work with you. Twin has already brought some amazing changes to the business. We also hired an operations manager, so I can be completely hands off of the day-to-day stuff and really focus on the franchise. But we also do have Encore number 3. So Twin is 50% owner. We are equally owners on the 3rd location, which is our biggest location, which is going to be our flagship location. This is our first complete build out. Like, so we have different phases. If you check out my YouTube page, Sway the Pro, you will see like weekly updates I do, and we'll be doing some on this channel as well, just giving you guys an update so you can see the progress. But it's really exciting. We're actually about to order the furniture and stuff. But this really location is going to be really unique because it has an education center. So the beauty professionals will be able to rent out the space to do their one-on-one courses, their seminars, whatever they have going on.
Yes.
So we're really excited about this.
This is my first big investment, you know, so what an honor to do that with her. When I tell y'all, it's just been amazing. Just being honored to work with my twin, and again, in a different capacity than what we've done in the past. So partnering with her on this, just watching it come together. You know, I know the previous ones had somewhat of a build out. So this one is just completely from scratch. Again, it's our flagship one. It's bigger. I'm just loving seeing it come together and just learning a lot. You know, Twin really damn near a whole contractor. Swear, she be calling out shit the contractors don't even, for real. Like, anybody who's worked with her, I promise you, can back me up and say she is a pleasure to work with in every sense of the word. But I've heard everybody say that literally. I don't want y'all to think we just be tooting each other horn and shit, even though I'm a toot my twin shit, toot. But so yes, it's been awesome. And yes, tune in. The videos she's been really just direct. We're there on site, just really showing y'all the progress, even from the good to the bad. So if we got a leak to whatever the case may be. So if you're interested, or if you're just curious on the process, make sure you tune in to Twin's Instagram. Lots of stuff there. Sway _ the Pro.
Yep, they are my Instagram and my YouTube. Yeah, on both. Yeah. So that's what's pretty much been going on with Encore and much more. We ain't gonna overload, overwhelm y'all this episode. But Twin, let's talk about you and outside of Encore. You got a lot going on too now.
Yes. You know what? One big thing that I have not mentioned is I had a surgery that has been so far life-changing for me. So I think I did mention on one of the previous episodes, I'm pretty sure I did, about me struggling with having challenges with fibroids. So I actually, plan to do a full detailed video on just everything pertaining to fibroids. So as far as my experience in regards to how I found out about them, how I got them, how I got through them, and things like that. But it's something that I've been dealing with for the past couple of years, and it really was a life-changing thing for me. And it just kind of blew my mind because it's never really talked about. So I was just like, where did this come from, and why doesn't nobody talk about this? And I can't be the first one to have shit, and like, well, what do I do, and who do I talk to, and where do I go, and how do I fix it? So many questions and so many different journeys I went through to ultimately get it resolved. And so I just want to shed more light on that because, again, it's not talked about much. However, African-American women we get it more than any other race. And it is hell. Let me tell you, I don't even want to TMI y'all right now, but all my ladies and my gentlemen, I would like for y'all to tune in, because not only is it going to teach our women and educate us, in case you do experience it, you can have a better experience than I did and know how to get through it And for the men to understand, for when women like myself, women period, are going through it, you guys can be more understanding. You guys can be more knowledgeable of what it is and what's going on, to know that it's nothing, it's out of our control, and how to support us and be there for us and uplift us, because we be needing y'all, because that's one of the main reasons why we don't talk about it, is because of the shame that we may feel from men, honestly, and women too. But so just stay tuned next week for that. I really want to dive deep, and I look forward to just really telling y'all everything. I'm not going to have no filter on, so it's going to get real, it's going to get raw, it's going to get uncut. So tap in for that. But I had my surgery, all is well. I had them removed. Again, I'll get more details, so I'm feeling great about that, which is why I'm ready to share it with y'all. But I hope to catch, inspire somebody else where they don't have to wait. We don't have to wait till it's fixed to feel comfortable talking about it. We can feel comfortable talking about it as we go through it to help get through it. So more on that.
You definitely got to elaborate on that, because I really am learning from you. Like, I didn't even know it was this bad. I didn't even know women was experiencing this. Like, I really didn't. So and it's like, dang, it's like, it really does suck, and it's unfortunate. And then, when you're in a relationship, that part right there, I can't imagine the pressure that puts on you and the frustration you have when it comes to dating, and hoping and praying that they understand instead of judging you and talking about you, because they're completely just immature to it.
Right. Because I'll be honest, I flat out just didn't date for about a year, honestly, just because I didn't even want to try to get no man to understand it or look at me crazy or judge me because of it. So, I definitely want to just talk more about that, and
definitely like the symptoms, like all of that. I mean, I'm gonna interview you. That's what we're gonna do.
Right. No, but one other thing I just want to say, what was super interesting, is that most of the cures, the solution that I found was from Facebook. We think that these doctors have all the answers all the time, and it's just mind blowing when you really learn, like, not every doctor knows it all, and like how just trying to find the right doctor to even go through without, most women, believe it or not, they recommend a hysterectomy, which is removing your whole uterus so you can't have any children or anything like that. And a lot of women will do it because they don't know no other solution. The fibroids can be such a pain in the ass that when you hear that, at that point, you're like, if you got to remove a leg, just get this shit up out of here. So people do it not knowing there's another solution, which is what I did.
It was a support group, right?
Myomectomy. Yep.
Right, with women that all experiencing the same thing.
Right.
And y'all all learning from each other.
Exactly.
Helping support each other. Yep. And that's so dope. Do you think that really had a big...
That is how I found the solutions to help ease the fibroids, and that's how I found the doctor that ultimately removed them.
Oh, really? You found a doctor through the web?
That's what's up. Everything. That's dope. The doctor I was going to was telling me something totally different. And again, I'll elaborate more on that, but it was a black female I went to thinking that I would connect with somebody, the black female, and it ultimately was the white man doctor, just to be honest, who's done thousands and thousands of surgeries, who steered me, in the right direction and ultimately healed me. So I honestly feel so damn good. Honestly, I just feel like a new woman, with my new cuda, But
it's brand new.
It's brand new.
They like cut the whole thing out, and then put a new one in there.
A whole implant. I'm just playing because I know y'all don't really know, so y'all might be like, "Is that how they fix the fibroids?" I heard she got a whole new.
I heard you get a new pum pum, a whole new one.
But that motherfucker feel new.
Dang, but that's dope.
But I feel great because it really had me down and depressed. So I really,
I was saying those support groups are really, really dope for like anything you're dealing with in life. For like it's a lot of people that you can relate to, and when you can relate to somebody, or you see that you're not going through it alone, it kind of just makes you feel a little better. And then, like you said, you might find doctors and other remedies that aren't just on regular website or internet. Is what I was looking for. So that's dope, twin. I'm glad to hear that. I know how much it weighed on you, and seeing you go through that, it killed me because it was nothing I could do, nothing I could really pay for, nothing. It took you just doing the research and, really trying shit out, because you tried a couple of different things, and I know you're going to share that with them too. Like, you was on it. So I'm glad that you're feeling good, and praying that you continue to feel good, and, you don't, it doesn't return or anything like that. So we going to speak that into existence.
Absolutely.
And I know the women are going to really appreciate you.
Right.
And the men too.
Right.
For real.
And even despite this COVID shit, which is a whole nother
still
topic,
talking about this.
I was able to still get it done despite that. But speaking of this COVID, I am so tired of it. I'm tired of it just affecting our day-to-day lives. I'm tired of the impact it has had. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm just so tired
people
of
fighting over masks. Not wearing masks, getting kicked off flights, kicked out the airports, getting shot, killed. because they telling you to put your
Yes.
mask on. Like, it's getting crazy out here. Like,
Yes.
People
People still
just-
passing away, unfortunately, from
Yeah.
COVID, new strands of COVID.
Yep.
It almost just
Delta
scary. It
variant.
just seems like this never ending virus.
exactly. It's just gonna be something one after the other. Like,
Yeah.
and then it just sucks for like entrepreneurs too. And and that's why really right now, right, the biggest thing is to have like an online product, just being real, because they can't shut you down online. You know what I mean? And that's what me and Twin working on some things, but that's where our mind should be thinking right now. Like, how can we truly be recession proof, right? So that's having, shipping delays and all that stuff they got going on. Like Black Friday, they say all that stuff is going to be super delayed. I hope it's not. But they say that, right? But if you got a digital product where you just send them a link, imagine that. Like, there's no disruptions. And so that's where our mind should be going when we're thinking about business, ways to be online, right? So I just wanted to put that out there. But yes, it's crazy that we're still talking about COVID. Like, even with our return episode, it's crazy that, as like an investor,
2 years.
I'm a little hesitant too. I don't really know what to invest in because I don't know if they just going to
Right.
shut us down and say we can't operate. And then you have to pray that you have a landlord that's understanding and doesn't hold you to it and make you pay rent. And it's just a lot. So
Even with the Encore number 3, we're hoping that equipment and everything comes on time because
Right.
it's just been delays with stuff. So you just never know, but we're not going to let that stop us. And we're not going to make it, we're not going to let it have us fearful to move forward or do anything.
Facts.
At the end of the day, we'll deal with the hurdle when we get there, So don't
Facts.
use that as an excuse. You actually can use this as an opportunity, as a lot of people have, to really elevate and let their brain wander off into different things, which has led them to doing things that they never imagined themselves doing. So, don't let it be discouraging. I know it sucks, and I know everybody has their different opinions and views on it, and I respect them all. And that's why I just really don't say nothing about it. To each his own. We all feel how we feel for a reason, because we all really don't know. But
there's people that's vaccinated and died too. Now they pushing the
Yeah.
whole vaccination on us.
Yeah.
Then you got the fake vaccination cards.
hello.
Then they don't even check the cards in some places. In Publix, they say come in or wear a mask if you're not vaccinated. Well, how do you
Right.
know? I can just tell you I'm not vaccinated. So it's a lot, and it's just unfortunate.
Right. Half of us don't even know if we already had it or not. You don't
Right.
really know. I mean, it just is, it's just a lot. I'm over it. We 2 years in, which is
2 years
mind blowing, because
in,
I thought it was just going to be like a 3-month thing or something. Like,
But like Twin said, it's not to let that distract us, right? Stay
Exactly.
focused, because a lot of dope things also happened during the
Absolutely.
pandemic. A lot of millionaires were made. They called it the bandemic for a reason, because a lot of people made a lot of bands. And I'm not talking about the SBA, the government money. I'm talking about they really capitalized
Yes.
on the people who got the government money.
Yes.
And they spent it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. Anyway, so I first started out explaining why my voice was the way it was. I just wanted to share with y'all a brunch event that I'm doing every first and
Yes.
third Sunday. It's for the beauty professionals, so it's for the stylists, barbers, /techs, anybody in the hair and beauty industry. And it's pretty much a networking event that we're doing at Views Bar, which is downtown ATL. Shout out to Views Bar. They're from Detroit. This is their second location at ATL. Real dope spot in the heart of Atlanta. So we're doing that every first and third Sunday. So we just had one this past Sunday. It was Labor Day weekend. It was super lit. Super, super lit. You know how you just get so lit that you really don't even remember, and then you like start replaying shit in your head like 2 days later. Or you see some footage, because I saw some footage like, dang, that happened. But anyways, it was a good time.
or you just lose your voice. Again, that says a freaking lot. I ain't never heard her voice like this.
And I'm irritated. I'm tired of talking. I can't wait till we done here. But
And it's from 2 to 8, by the way. I don't know if you said the time.
2 to 8,
From
yep.
2 to
2
8.
to 8.
Nice, good brunch food, chicken
first and
waffles.
third. Yep. And that's been really, really cool. Like I said, a lot of people are meeting new people and networking and stuff like that. So just trying to create a event for beauty industry people where they can come and just grow together. People feel like because we're in the same industry, we got to be competition and we can't link up. So people really appreciated it. A lot of people was like, Sway, this is dope.
Yes.
We want more stuff like this. So
Yes.
I have
Nice networking event too. People have came out and just met other stylists and just,
Yeah, exactly.
everybody both times so far since we've been doing it has nothing but great things to say about it and how they benefited from it and networked in some way, shape, or form. So it's like a triple win. And
Yep.
y'all get to meet Sway the Pro for the free. And that ain't going to be going on too
Sound like
much
the DJ
longer,
sound,
okay?
huh?
In a minute, you're going to have to pay to get nearer.
Hold on, here we go.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Nah, but yeah, that's been really, really dope. And it's open to everybody. So you don't
Yeah.
have to be in the hair and beauty industry. we just letting y'all know that we the superstars that night. So that's it. But yeah, also with me, I have my ebook and my courses going on. That's like my biggest priority right now. My last biggest project before I create more projects, because I stay working. But yeah, I have some books coming out for the beauty professionals: how to make 6 figures, how to open a salon suite, how to open a salon, a barbershop, anything you want to do in the hair and beauty industry. It's all on my page, Sway_the_pro, my YouTube page as well. So stay tuned if you want to get in this multi-billion-dollar recession-proof industry. I have been on every side. I've been a student. I actually went to school, got licensed. I've been in the chair, behind the chair. I owned a regular salon, barbershop. I owned a salon suite, worked in a salon suite, partnered with somebody, didn't partner with somebody. I franchised. So I've done a lot. And I think I'm...
I always want to say that.
Oh, you said it's so
magical.
Let's look in the camera and say it.
Magical.
You made me feel special for real.
No, but real shit. But go ahead.
It really is. As I was saying it, I was like, damn, you really do have the experience. Like, for real. You know, people be so quick to try to jump out and teach. And I'm like, you ain't even mastered it yet. How you think you mastered something so soon? Like, go through everything. Go through the ups and downs. Get enough experience under your belt to really say, to really try to, before you go try to teach somebody else. Right. People be trying to be teachers too soon. Now, be killing me. But I have all the experience. So I'm excited to just help people who want to get into this industry. Excited about our podcast. I look forward to the next episode where my voice will be clear.
Yes. We got a lot more to come. Like, just so much. I got some stuff happening with me, some things I'm going to be changing up a little bit by myself. Ooh. Y'all going to be able to see live. Y'all going to be able to get the behind the scenes.
Y'all. Promise.
Just stuff Twin and I are doing together. Again, this partnership is a lifetime of just all types of shit. You know, this goes beyond even the beauty industry, although that's what we about to dominate and own. That motherfucker. Period. But, Twin City, it's funny, I haven't said that in a while, is going many, many places. And we just want to share this journey with you all in hopes to just inspire you and motivate you in so many different ways. You know, we both add different types of inspiration and motivation. So between the two of us, hopefully you get something from it and you just get some energy to just go live your life and be fearless and be fierce and just execute and just be happy, peaceful, all that shit. You know, that's what it's about. So
speaking of, just to close out real quick, I went to therapy today, right? I was sharing on my Instagram story how I feel so excited when I do have a therapy session, because people think you have to be crazy or have like a serious issue to go to therapy, and you don't. Like, if you just want to be happier or be better or address some negative shit that's within you, therapy is to help you learn yourself more, love yourself more. You understand yourself and the people around, so you understand how to just be more unbothered and just be, don't take things so personal, and just, like I said, live a happier and a peaceful life. You don't have to have something going on. So whether it's independent or individual therapy or couples therapy, I recommend all couples, before y'all call it quits, really before that, be proactive. Yeah. You know what I mean? But if it's down to the line and y'all like, look, I don't know if we're going to make it, at least go to therapy at least one time, so you can say you at least tried everything. But more importantly, therapy is really going to give you that clarity to let you know, look, I need to keep fighting or I don't. You know what I mean? Either way, to just give you that reassurance that you are going in the right direction. But I think everybody should go to therapy at least once a month and just get some shit off their chest. You know, they say when you talk about stuff, you naturally instantly feel better just talking about it. Yeah. So
I'll be going to my first one. So next time we speak, I'll let y'all know how my first one is, because I wanted to give it a try myself, just to
I'm excited.
See what I could get from it as well.
So do whatever it takes for you to be happy. If that's what it takes, people are ashamed to go to therapy, or they just, because it's just a negative thing in our community, really. Right. But it does suck, because it's like, what if somebody does want to go get help and then you're laughing at them or you make them feel bad for it? You know what I mean? So they sit there and suffer. So shout out to people that go and get that help. That call hotlines, that go to therapy, counseling, whatever. Shout out to y'all. It takes a lot of courage to do it. So,
and I just want to say this, like, just think about, again, just the time we put into everything, from our work, how serious we take it, the work ethic, to our house. And when we want to go out, we want to make sure we fly, we dress. Just make sure you just put that same just effort and energy into yourself, like really into just you and what you need and what you want to be and what it is that you need. So to the point of this, if you really tune into yourself and become one with yourself and love yourself as much as you love all that other shit, you'll be like, okay, damn, maybe I do need to try therapy. Whether it's because it's something in your past that just is messing with you, or whether you just might not know how to move forward. You just feeling stuck in life. Whatever it is, don't sit and be okay with it. There's help out there. There are resources out there. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel any less than. If anything, you should feel empowered and like that much more powerful that you're taking the steps to really get yourself where you need to be instead of just settling for what you're not happy with. So tap into yourselves like we tap into this other stuff.
That's number one priority.
Yes.
For sure. Cool.
Yes. So,
Yeah, well, we are back. This is episode 13, right?
yes, 13.
We here to stay, y'all. We're not leaving y'all no more. We got it all organized. We got a lot of great things that we're going to be sharing with y'all. So make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Follow us on Instagram at Tap In with the Twins.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's it. You got anything else, Twin?
No, good to see y'all. Glad to be
Yeah, good
back.
to see y'all.
More to
See y'all
come.
next week.
Yes.
We out.